Carbon Code. Chapter 2. The Spark. The morning air was crisp, tinged with the scent of damp leaves and distant smoke. Hayes stood outside the charred remains of a three-story walk-up, the remnants of the fire still smouldering in the early light. The building's facade was blackened, windows shattered, and the roof partially collapsed. He adjusted the collar of his worn CFD jacket, the fabric stiff from years of wear and exposure. His eyes scanned the scene, noting the familiar patterns of destruction, the telltale signs of a fire's path, the areas where it had burned hottest, and the spots where it had hesitated. A soft crunch of gravel signaled Ruiz's approach. She moved with purpose, her boots leaving precise imprints in the ash-covered ground. Her black CFD-issued jacket was zipped up, a gold cross necklace peeking out just above the collar. The drone case slung over her shoulder and the fire kit at her hip marked her as both tech-savvy and hands-on.
"Morning,"
she said, her voice steady. Hayes nodded, his gaze returning to the building.
What do we know?
"Initial reports suggest it started in the kitchen.
Ruiz replied, pulling out her tablet.
But the burn patterns tell a different story."
She stepped closer to the structure, pointing to the deep charring along the hallway walls.
"See here? The V patterns indicate the fire originated in the hallway, not the kitchen. It burned low and moved upward, seeking oxygen and fuel."
Hayes picked up a charred piece of wood, using it to trace the burn lines.
You're right. The fire crawled back toward the kitchen. This wasn't a typical accidental fire.
Ruiz glanced at him, her eyes sharp.
"Could be arson."
Hayes sighed, the weight of years pressing down on him.
Possibly. We'll need to dig deeper.
They moved through the building, their boots crunching over debris. In the living room, the walls were blackened, the furniture reduced to skeletal frames. The air was thick with the acrid smell of smoke and melted plastic. Ruiz crouched beside a scorched outlet, examining the wiring.
"Electrical fire's unlikely. The breaker's tripped properly, and there's no sign of a short."
Hayes nodded, his mind piecing together the puzzle.
We'll need to pull the reports from the last inspection. See if there were any violations.
As they exited the building, the sun broke through the clouds, casting a pale light over the scene. Hayes looked at Ruiz, noting the determination in her eyes.
Good work in there,
he said. She offered a faint smile.
"Just following the evidence."
Hayes watched her walk away, a sense of unease settling in his gut. There was more to this fire, and he intended to find out what.